Hello students, today we are going to be working on how to balance a budget using a spreadsheet. Now, this isn't going to be boring, I promise. In this budget, you guys get to choose your job, how much money you spend each month on groceries, your cars, your home payment, how many children you have, whether or not you even have children. And our goal in this is for you guys to learn what you have to do to avoid going into debt, and how much you spend really impacts your annual budget and how much money you keep. So, to begin, I'm going to show you guys how to use the spreadsheet. If you look on the screen, at the very bottom there's several tabs, and by clicking on each of these tabs, it brings you to a different aspect of your home budget. So we're going to start with our occupation. Now, what job would you guys like to choose? There's several to choose from. If you scroll down, I think we're going to go with, how about teacher? And we're going to choose the median salary, which is right in the middle, because we've been teaching for a few years, so we earn a little bit more money than the new teachers do. So $52,200. Now we're going to double click in this box up here and type in our number, $52,200. Now, every time you guys want to enter an amount on the spreadsheet, all you're going to do is double click inside the box and you'll enter the amount that you wish to input. So our annual income is $52,200, and we're going to come over here and choose what kind of school we went to. So let's say we wanted to save money. We went to a state school, which is $60,000 a year. We would double click in this box and input how much money our school costs were. We're going to leave it at $60,000. Enter years to pay it back. We're going to knock that down to 8 years, because 8 years will save us money in the long run. Watch how this all drops down. Right now it's at $27,250. It drops down to $25,700. So we're saving close to $2,000 by knocking it down to 8 years instead of 10 years. After we finish that, and after you choose your school and your occupation, go to the next tab, which is savings. Now, every time on this spreadsheet, like I said, you want to enter an amount, just double click on the box. So for savings, we're going to leave it at 10%. It's the recommended amount, it says here, and it's a good amount. So let's save that. We're going to go to home. Now, how much does your home cost? Right now, we have the loan amount at $175,000 and no down payment. A down payment is the money you pay out of pocket up front for a house. So let's type in $10,000. Let's say we managed to save $10,000 and that we put that towards our home. Now, if you look, it says 30 years to pay back this loan. The longer you take to pay something back, the more money you spend in the long run. So right now, our total all payment is $356,133. But if we knock it down to just 20 years, that goes down to $283,000. We save $80,000 by knocking down that amount. We come down here, we look at the property tax. Our total home value is $175,000. The rates for our county, we're just going to leave all that because we can't really change it anyway. Next is cars. How many cars are you going to have, and how much is each car going to cost, and how much do you have to pay back? So let's say our first car is $25,000. Let's knock that down to $21,000, just because most cars you can get a good one for that price. And we don't need 2 cars right now. So let's get rid of that second car. Everything else looks good. Oh, you know what? Let's take that down to 4 years. Let's pay back our car in 4 years. That way we don't spend as much money in the long run. So it knocks it down just a little bit. It makes our annual car rate go up, but the total amount go down. Next, let's go to our cell phone. Right now, it's at $150, which is the middle of the road budget. As you can see, there's several plans to choose from individual to family. I'm going to go with individual. I'm just going to say I'm a single person living by myself. Let's say I do unlimited minutes, 5,000 texts. That sounds good to me. Let's do the 119. Next, I go to groceries, and since I'm only one person, I'm going to go with the 1 adult column, but as you can see, you can choose from how many children you want and how many people are living in your home. And you can check how often you eat out. Always at home, always out to eat. I'm going to go with mostly at home, which means occasionally I eat out, for just $98 a month. Remember to double click and input the correct amount. Next, we're going to go to extra spending. look this over. Monthly allowance, $250. Goodness gracious, what am I spending money on? I don't need to spend $250 above gas, rent, and car payments. So let's get rid of that, and let's just do $100. That way, if I want to buy a new pair of shoes or something, I can. My vacation costs. Well, I'm only one person. I'm definitely not going to spend $3,000 on vacation each year. Let's say I do $1,000 on a beach trip with friends. So $1,000 for that. Budget. Okay, this is where it all comes together. On this page, all the things that you were just inputting are found in one place. And by clicking on any of the amounts, it'll take you back to the original page if you need to adjust something. If we scroll down, it says that we're over budget. Oh no! It has all the amounts of... Can we go back? Yes, we can go back and we can adjust things. We can adjust the car and say, oh, I only have a $17,000 car, and see how that affects your budget. And so on and so forth until you are finally at your budget. Finally, on the last tab, we have the pie chart. And the pie chart is a visual aspect of all the money you've been spending. It's a breakdown. It shows you how much of your income is spent on taxes versus mortgage versus food. That is all I have for you, students. We will work on this more in class, and we will balance our budgets together. Good luck!